I'm William Nozak, and in this module, I'm going to cover data-driven audience and campaign insights. The biggest benefit of social media is to allow you to target groups of customers and predict their behaviors. We're going to know something about their interests. We're going to know something about their consumption patterns. Why? Because these algorithms have billions of dollars in the creation of them through the addition of AI and all this data that these companies have had access to for so long. They've created the ability to sell ads to really targeted groups. So data-driven audiences and campaigns find customers with an interest in the competition, an interest in the industry, an interest in the product, an interest in the service, an interest in things that typically your potential buyer has interest in, and then it allows us to target them with targeted ads, whether that be at the top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, or the bottom of the funnel. So finds target audiences by using their interests, search history, interactions, things they like, things they're part of. Social data analysis, social media networks, social search, publishing platforms, and public multimedia platforms. Social media networks. This is the analysis of information from social media. How are people using and digesting content from other social medias of competitors, of tastemakers, and then this is going to allow us to pull information from them, but also the algorithm. The algorithm, like it's an equation, it's a math equation, and it's gonna see how your potential buyers is interfacing with other people's information, so it pays off dividends for ads. At the same time, you are a human social media manager. You need to go see how people are interfacing with that content in those certain networks and really create that if it makes sense for your brand and you've got the ability and someone's paying the bill for you to be able to do those things and have the time to do those things, or the team members to do those things. Analyze those strategies and create that same thing. You're not ripping anyone. You're just going to do it inside your brand and make it match your value proposition and your voice guide. So social search, keyword analysis is super important. Hashtag analysis is important. Making sure we've got UTM tracking on our campaigns. This is gonna help us tailor advertisements. It's gonna help us to really pull on the lead lever, pull down the lead lever, and really help us to target potential buyers and potential users of our product and service. And so we're really getting a lot of this we're getting a benefit of the development of these algorithms. So discovering what keywords are being used, what hashtags are performing well, can help to isolate and identify groups that would be interested in products and services. Maybe we think we know all the personas or the buying personas, but really we're gonna learn as we see some of this information that there's a whole other group of potential buyers, and we might call that persona X. And as we kind of fill in information that we learn about that persona, in regard to demographics and psychographics, interests, likes, what they do, what they don't like, and kind of what age, where do they live, what do they do, what's their socioeconomic status. All of this is going to we're going to gain these insights for our overarching picture of our potential personas from social search. Publishing platforms, blogs, Wiki, Quora, Reddit, Yelp, Facebook and LinkedIn interest groups. We want to gather data. We want to learn what's working in those channels and how people are using and really consuming that content, and really want to target those audiences and learn quickly if their potential if that's going to help grow our expertise, authority, and trust of our brand. We want to learn quickly. We want to get involved in those communities and become a tastemaker, become someone that people trust when we share content. That takes time, and that takes years, and that takes content frequency and content quality. So we really want to publish in places that we can develop a name, and we also want to look how other people are publishing and really become a part of those dialogues in those different places. All of this is in hopes to building more brand awareness, more brand equity, more impressions, clicks, leads, and sales. And so public multimedia platforms, a lot of information can be learned just by analysis, qualitative and quantitative analysis of sharing platforms that are doing it right. YouTube, image search in Google, looking at those categories in image search kind of shows us the categories of different topics that people are interested in. Pinterest, TikTok, Flickr, really kind of looking at how different people have been successful in them should really help us, once we've analyzed it, to know how we need to strategize for our own content our own content production processes. So learning what type of videos, aesthetics customers are liking, how people are presenting their brand, come up with your own brand guide if you don't have one, how we're going to use different social medias and how we present the brand and how we're going to speak about the brand through a voice guide. Super important, because you don't want somebody representing the brand in a way we don't want things talked about. Sometimes there's different language we want to use about our product or service, our users, and the industry. And there's a couple different ways you can talk about it. We want to make sure that in those channels we're talking about it appropriately. Everybody's got a consistent brand messaging. It's really our messaging. And so we're going to use all of this data to our advantage. And so that's data-driven. That's qualitative and quantitative. That's getting campaign insights, that's getting post insights, that's looking at other people's channels, how they're using them, looking at other industries and even pulling insights from those industries that we think could work in our industry. It's not just the mousetraps in our industries, but other businesses and how they're using those different social media platforms. And we say, ooh, this is the strategy they use. We feel like that could pay dividend in our industry. Let's be the first to bring those cool things over and try them, test them, iterate, walk away from them if need, and do more of it if you find out that it really is starting to create an impression load that seems valuable. That's data-driven audiences and campaign insights. If you need to watch that, go back now. If not, I'll see you in the next module.